are playing.
Okay guys, I'm back once again with another video on S.K.M Media 7. Today is 25th of May, which is AU African Union Day, and today is the biggest protest on behalf of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the whole of Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali. We the Africans and the Western world, African Americans, the diaspora, we are all, in collaboration to, support Captain Ibrahim Traoré on the issue of, overthrowing him or eliminating him as a black man. So we as Africans, we saw what happened to Kwame Nkrumah, we saw what happened to Gaddafi, we saw what happened to Thomas Sankara. And this 21st century, we are wise up and we said we don't want something like that to happen to any of our leaders again. So the whole of Africa, the whole of Burkina Faso, Ghana, we are in support of Ibrahim Traoré. So as you can see here today, we are going around to protest on behalf of Captain Ibrahim Traoré and Mali and Burkina Faso. So guys, in case you are new here and you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. After subscribing, don't forget to put on the push notification bell so that you don't miss important video like this. It's time for Africa to unite. What do you think? What do you know about Africa, and what are the saddest things that you think it's time for Africa to unite? Watch the full video.
Hands up, Africa! Africa must be free! Hands up, Africa! Africa must be free! This time, no way! An eye for an eye! This time, no way! An eye for an eye! Work with Traoré! Africa must unite! Work with... Africa must unite!
Only American kids, because they pay in dollars, I cannot afford the dollar. There are apartheid communities where only Europeans live in Accra here. You and I cannot go anywhere close because you can't pay for the dollars you give. So these are some of the education that we need to. Sometimes when we get that, we shouldn't just talking. We should gather knowledge home. Because this is a new way of slavery. They are not coming with the chains anymore. It's the problem. One may ask, what is the dollar doing here in Africa? Can I go to America to buy anything with the city? No. I cannot go. I cannot go to Europe or UK to buy anything with the city. No. But they can come here to pay for a hotel and pay with the city and the dollar. Now those who hold in the dollar are not you and me. They are the politicians. They are those who go to pay for Mervyn Peak Hotel in dollars. You cannot afford to go to Mervyn Peak or those hotels that take dollars. So these are the education we need. So when we gather knowledge home. We gather knowledge home, we sit down, and now it is the people who need to work for Africa, not the leaders. All the leaders are with them. All our kings in Ghana are with them. You cannot trust any African leader as at this point. They are all with the colonizers because they allowed even their their occultic organization, Illuminati, is a colonial institution. They are here in Accra. Those who are worshiping with them are the same leaders who are leading you. See, so these are the knowledge you need to know.
Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
That's how it is. Thank you so much.
And today is African Liberation Day. And this is our day to express the truth about our conditions and about our struggle. In Ghana today, in the education system, benefits of colonialism is in the textbooks and BECE NYC examination. Benefits of colonialism, positive effects of colonialism, positive effects of slavery. This is what is in the education system in Ghana today. And Ghana is a neo-colonial country, just like our comrade was saying. The leaders throughout the continent, most of them, with section of those in the Federation of Sahel States, are neo-colonial puppets. So it's time on African Liberation Day today to tell the masses of our people we have to stand up.
Yes.
We have a big opportunity to stand up. We have a solid leadership in the Federation of Sahel States that are fighting against imperialism. This leadership has thrown military bases, French military bases, American military bases out of their countries, in Niger, in Mali, in Burkina. And so this is a very good sign, because military strategy presupposes political aims. According to Nkrumah, all military problems are political and all political problems are economic. So when we start throwing their militaries out, that means that now the economic interest is changing. We see that Kwame TRAORÉ taught us that we must control both the material and the immaterial aspects of our lives. So first, we must control our own thinking. We must have independent philosophy. We must have independent ideology from our African culture, material conditions, and experience and consciousness. And with that independent thinking, now we're enabled to change our material conditions. We must take control of our gold. We must take control of our diamonds. We must take control of our oil. We must take control of our bauxite. We must take control of our lithium. We must take control of every single resource that is in Africa. Every resource, all nature in Africa belongs to Africans. And we must take control over everything. Everything. This is a new wave of revolutionary struggle in Africa. This is a new wave of revolutionary struggle. We saw the Union of African States, the Ghana, Guinea, Mali Union, and they made a very serious and decisive effort to try to unify Africa. They put surrender of sovereignty to a unity of African states and territories in their constitutions, which was really profound to put that in the constitution. That makes all the citizens clear that our national sovereignties are subject to the unity and liberation of Africa.
Woo! Very important.
And this was done by Nkrumah, by Modibo Keïta, and by Sékou Touré. They formed the liberation support, a liberation structure in the OAU to try to wipe out the settler colonial regimes in Africa, in Namibia, in South Africa, in order to use arms to eliminate white settler colonialism. And so that struggle, we've succeeded in eliminating white settler colonialism. And now all African governments are occupied by Africans. But that's not enough, because imperialism changes its colors, but it never changes its nature. So with these black leaders, now they're doing the same thing that the white leadership was doing under the settler colonial regime. And so that means that we have to go for socialism. We have to fight for socialism. And so when we get socialism, that means that all of our people control the wealth. All of our people make the decisions. The working masses of our people have control over the government. And so this is where we have to go as Africa. And we see Burkina, Mali, and Niger leading the way. And so now, as Africans in Ghana, as Africans all over the world, and we must stand up with our brother, IBRAHIM TRAORÉ, Assimi Goïta, and Abdul Rahman Chani. We must stand with them and make sure, like our comrade said, an eye for an eye.
Boot for a boot.
You see, so we can't let anything, nothing can happen to our leaders. Now, you saw what happened in Libya in 2011. So today is a new day. It's a new generation. And this new generation, we see, is standing with TRAORÉ. And we're telling the whole world that if anything happens to that man, the sky is the limit.
Your friend is Sekou Nkrumah. And we've been at this. Yeah, we've been at this African Liberation Day myself for over 40 years. We've organized African Liberation Day in America, here in Ghana, so many times. So this is not something that's new for us. This is our holiday as Pan-Africanist revolutionaries. The Christians have Christian, they have Christmas. The Muslims have yeah, exactly, or Ramadan, or they make their Hajj. And for Pan-Africanist revolutionaries, this is our day. This is our day. This is our day. I want to thank the brother and comrade Akili. We've worked closely together. He mentioned the Libya March. We were the leaders and the people who organized that march, and we got arrested for demonstrating for Gaddafi and the victory of Gaddafi. I used to teach at his school, so we had a close relationship. But the relationship is going to be mended today because this is the day that we have to have unity. We have to have unity. We must have unity. I'm an organizer for the Pan-African Improvement Association, and we stand with TRAORÉ. I'm not going to say a whole lot of things. Our comrade Akili said a lot of things that I would say. I would just say that as Ghanaians and as Africans, we have to be proud of the fact that African Liberation Day started here in Accra, Ghana, April 15, 1958. It was Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah who organized all of the independent states at the Conference of Independent African States on that day. And on that day, they proclaimed African Freedom Day. And African Freedom Day is supposed to be mark the onward progress of African people for their movement for independence and to determine the exact movement for their liberation against foreign domination and exploitation. So you have to see ourselves as a part of that process. In 1963, it was changed to African Liberation Day by the OAU. And then in 2002, it was changed to African Union Day. So we don't accept African Union Day because Africa is not liberated. We're still in this fight to struggle to liberate our entire African continent. And it's going to take us, right here, you, to be able to go out among the masses of our people, to eat with them, to walk with them, to study with them, to be able to fight with them in order to push this next generation over the top, in order for we Africans to be free no matter where we are at here in Africa. And the change is coming.
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
The change is coming.
Now.
It's coming right now. Right now. Just like we said, like Nkrumah said. We want independence now. Not tomorrow. Not yesterday, but we want it right now. So comrades, it's good to be with you. I'm here to struggle with you, to fight with you. We're going to march all the way to the end. We're going to chant, and we're going to let Accra know, Ghana know, and the whole world know that we stand with TRAORÉ, we stand with Goita, and we stand with Chichani. And we're not going to not only stand, but we're going to run with them. We're going to walk with them. We're going to fight with them. And we're going to do any means necessary in order for Africa to be free. Thank you very much.
Kwame Nkrumah was saying, Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah was saying, we are not coming out for this room without one government, without one currency. And Osagyefo proposed the capital of Africa, Leopoldville, actually Kinshasa, as they are taking Kinshasa for capital for Africa. But none of my fathers no listen to him. Today we are calling for United States for Africa now. Now United States for Africa. And we are thanking the President IBRAHIM TRAORÉ and the General of the Division, Asmi Goita, and the General Chani to be the starter of the United States for Africa. I thank them. Thank you.
I am here today to address you. Africa is the only continent who has never committed any crime in the world. Yet, we are not here to talk about history, though history guides us. This is a revolution, not a revolution of guns. I was a soldier myself. And I'm saying that this is a revolution of the people. Listen and listen carefully. Young ones, let's take the law into our hand. What did I say? Let's take the law into our hands. This is our time. All we want is everything that belongs to Africa must come back to Africa.
Africa for Africans.
Our natural resources,
Everything
must come back to us. Must be beneficial to the youth. Must be beneficial to all of us. Must be beneficial to Africans. So this revolution that we are talking about, it is not romance. It is not massage. Let's observe and make sure that when our leaders are there, no matter where you belong to, and they are not doing anything that is beneficial to you, make sure that you revolt. This is a revolution. There's no going back. And you must understand it's not for anything that a young man is taking the lead. This is a youth day.
Yes.
We have not killed any whites. But today, I'm telling you, if anything should happen to this man, any whites in Africa is not secure.
fast.
If anybody has issue with what I'm saying, they should come for me. I am saying that we are the only people in the entire world that have not committed any crime. From slavery, chaining our forefathers, exploiting all our natural resources. We are saying that enough is enough. Enough is enough to our leaders who are puppets of the West.
Africa is rising.
We don't need them. You, our leaders, I'm sending a message to you today. If you love the Western part of the world more than your country, get out of the country. I said get out of Ghana. Get out of Africa. We have come to stay. We are not going back. And every one of you here, take it to your house. Let's revolt against leaders who are puppets. Now, leaders who have made Africa, an extortion to the Western world. This must not happen again. IBRAHIM TRAORÉ, if anything should happen to him, the entire world will have to deal with us, the youths.
Hands off Africa!
Africa must be free!
Hands off Africa!
Africa must be free! So we are here today as an new day, not for joke. We are here to send a message to the entire world that we are ready for them. An eye for an eye, a boot for boot. You kill one, we kill 10,000. You kill one, we kill 1,000. And no government of Africa can stop us. Because this is the revolution of the people. We are not going back. What belongs to Africa must belong to us. Years ago, I asked my wife whether it's possible for the whites to come and be, you know, house girl and house boy, factory workers in Africa. She looked at me and she laughed. And I told her, from Mabi Buboba. From Mabi Buboba. And we must not let go. We must make sure that Framana born in the entire of Africa. So that the total liberation of Africa is realized. So that the young ones, our young ones, do not die in the Mediterranean seas anymore. Let's take the law into our hand to liberate Africa. Now. And it is now. Let nobody deceive you. Now. Today, we are in Ghana, right? Yes. We have been given a kind of educational system. The one that was abolished years ago. Our political leaders saw their children, they read O-level, A-level. Isn't it? Yes. And when they finish, they continue outside. All the embassies you see around here. Let me give you one example. United States of America. Go to the embassy and see the number of departments they have there. I ask myself, what is the need? What is CIA doing in my fucking country? Yes. What is DA doing in my fucking country when they themselves finance opium in other countries? So I am saying that if we are to base every fight on leaders we have, we are.
Who are we? What do you want? Peace and justice. Africa must be united. Africa must be united. Africa must be united.
Yes. We must recognize that we are not free until we are all free. We are not free
until we are all free.
We are not free
until we are all free.
We are not free
until we are
have a continent, which is an Africa. Africa is our homeland. Africa is our country. We are all Burkina Fasos. We are all IBRAHIM TRAORÉs.
Yes.
And we are all Sudanese. We are all Ghanaians. Please, I'm standing before you guys here to just raise an awareness that what is going on in Sudan is really need your voice. Sudan needs your voice more than ever. I know a lot of you are witnessing. People are dying every single day, more than 1,000. Most of Sudanese fled and forced to leave their hometowns and live in different countries, such as Kenya, South Sudan, Egypt, Chad, and continue to here in Ghana. Please, comrade, let us raise our voice and demand our voice to be heard as soon as possible. Sudanese people need your voice. Sudanese people need a peace. Sudanese people need to stay in Sudan, not in a different land. Sudan is belong to an African. Sudan is belong to a Sudanese. Please, comrades, I know today we are standing here to raise our voice as African, but bear with me and take a moment and watch what is going on in Sudan past about a decade. I'm here more than 10 years. I feel myself an African. I don't feel myself as a Sudanese. I feel myself a Ghanaian. I feel myself an Burkina Faso. I feel myself as a Nigerian. Please, this is my message to the international community and humanitarian organizations to intervene or to come in to see the situation of Sudan and also force their strong diplomacy to end this war, which a Sudanese innocent are paying the price of this war. Kids are dying, women are being raped, aged people are dying, and most people are forced to leave the hometown. I am here, urge international community to come in, women humanitarian organization to come in, and you as a comrade every single day to raise a voice of a Sudanese and Burkina Faso. Thank you so much.
My name is Hakeem Royce, and I am here representing African Americans for IBRAHIM TRAORÉ. I am one of the slaves that was taken to America. We have witnessed the murder of Malcolm X. We have witnessed the murder of Martin Luther King. We have witnessed the exile of Marcus Garvey. We have witnessed the murder of Fred Hampton. We have witnessed the murder of Huey P. Newton. And now the conditions in America is an almost post-apocalyptic condition of when everybody who has ever stood up has been murdered. And now the same government has now put the same order on IBRAHIM TRAORÉ. When General Langley got on TV and said IBRAHIM TRAORÉ is a danger to the people of Burkina Faso and we need to go over there and save the people of Burkina Faso from IBRAHIM TRAORÉ. That is a kill order. That is the same message that they put out on Muammar Gaddafi before they toppled Libya. And now the women in Libya, just like Sudan, are being raped. And the children are being sold in slave markets. And now Donald Trump got on a meeting just the other day and said even if we wanted to go into Libya, we can't because the situation has collapsed so bad, there is no more Libya. That is what the Western media has said. And that is what they want to do to Burkina Faso. Do not look and say this is Burkina Faso. It has nothing to do with Ghana. Because if they collapse Burkina Faso, it will spill over into Ghana. Make no mistake about it. So this is a test from God for everybody.
That's truth.
Because when Kwame and Nkrumah came, we are humans, we make mistakes, but we allowed the West to turn us against Assange. And we danced on top of his broken statues. And we celebrated when he was overthrown. He was all over the continent building what we know as the Casablanca Group, which was a Pan-African group, the first group to say United Africa now. And they put the Moruvian group to say, in the least time possible. Well, 60 years have passed, and now IBRAHIM TRAORÉ says time to continue what Thomas Sankara started, and they say, oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. We see that the Casablanca group was right, and the Moruvian group was wrong. It is time for us to right our errors and our wrongs. There is plenty of reason for us to take this personal. Because Kwame Nkrumah is watching us right now. And he's saying, if you want to be free as Ghanaians, show me that you have changed.
Right now.
Show me that your mentality is different. It is our time. There is a new Casablanca group, and it is called the Sahel. And Chad is rising to join. Senegal is rising to join. And as this man, IBRAHIM TRAORÉ, survives, more will join. We have a president that says, I see Congo. And when I get things stabilized here, we go into Congo. How many African presidents have said that? No. We have a president that says, I see Sudan, and when I get things straight in Burkina Faso, we go into Sudan. How many African presidents are talking like that?
One.
So if we keep this man alive and protect this man with our lives, this man is setting the blueprint for the United Africa that Kwame Nkrumah always wanted. Yes. We must be willing to die for him, but we must also be willing to live for him.
Yeah.
Make this message and make this name known all around. I should not speak to any Ghanaian that does not know who IBRAHIM TRAORÉ is. We should all know, because he is us and we are him. And my job as Hakeem Royce of Glue Nation, God, love, unity, and enlightenment is to bring black diasporian investors and builders here from the West. Yes. But are we ready? That's the question. Are we ready? Do we have control of our resources? Do we have sovereignty over our land? Or will the people continue to come and say, Africa's not ready yet? Maybe everything that the West and all of the narratives that the West has put out about Africa is true. We have to write our own story. We have to tell our own narratives so that diasporians will want to come back here. Plumbers, builders, infrastructure, people that would invest in the different sectors. They want to come, but they see the wars and they say, are we ready? They see what's going on in Ivory Coast with the Ivory Coast president training jihadists to go into Burkina Faso and overthrow IBRAHIM TRAORÉ.
Babylon.
In the West, Babylon uses these things to keep people from coming back and helping to build the continent. Let us show the world that we are ready for repatriation and that we are ready for the diasporians to come home. Tell these Babylonians to get out so we can make room for our people to come back. I am a slave that was taken 400 years ago, and I have returned, and more of us is coming. Let us show them that they are coming back to something better than imperialism, something better than subjugation, something better than slavery, which is all we have in America. Yes! Show them that we're building something here in Africa that they can't get anywhere else in the diaspora. In the words of Marcus Garvey, Africa for Africans. Yes. Africa for Africans. Africa for Africans. Africans.
I show the world that we will not take it anymore. So as you walk, hold your flags high, hold your placards high, hold your chins high, because you are African and that is beautiful. So hands off Africa! Hands off Africa!
same sufferings, we are suffering from the same enemy. So it's good for us to unite on that issue, find a common ground.
This is the word of certificate has given to every leader that the Jews headmen. Muhammad Gaddafi, we are calling, you know. Let's just, you know, the word of known, nothing of known. Let's know that Africa, you know, we are capable of doing our own affairs. This is the time. Let's say, you know, that's the Christ here.
Let's go now. Go to Babylon.
Something is happening positively for us. The uprising of the Burkina Faso, the Malians, and the Nigerians is evidence that Africans can handle their own affairs. And so it's important that Ghanaians, who are the neighbors of the Burkina Faso, they are brothers and sisters. This thing is happening right across the border. We must be awake. We are living in a very interesting time and we're witnessing history. And this history is something that our forefathers have longed for. So this is the pregnancy that our forefathers fertilized in the universe with their thoughts of liberation and freedom. And today we are in support of our Burkinabe, our Mali, and our Niger brothers and sisters. And there should be more coming to join the club. So that's why we are marching.
Talking about food sovereignty. Yes,
food sovereignty, we must be in control of our own food. We have to grow our own food, and the Burkina Faso are showing us a lot of our food comes from Burkina because they have the political policies that can feed their people. So we're living in interesting times. It's a real time for Africa. You can see the solidarity around the whole world. And Ibrahim TRAORÉ, though he has 3 other brothers who are doing the same work, they are all achieving something for Africa, which is that unless we take our destiny in our own hands, we will continue to suffer and slave. And that's not what we were born for.
My name is Jahi. You can call me Jahira.
Okay.
I was born in Trinidad, raised in the US Virgin Islands, and from there we gain our consciousness about Africa, our motherland, and this generation decided to take that turn and return back to Africa. Now, what this day means to me and to the rest of us here the 62nd anniversary of African Liberation Day. It means a lot. And as people, we need to look into this blessed moment and also see the meaning, what this day means to us. 62 years of Pan-African liberation. But as we see it now, it comes like we need a second independence. One, to liberate us from neo-colonialism. So what our brother TRAORÉ, Ibrahim TRAORÉ, is doing is right on point, and we need young blood and young minds like him to take position if Africa is going to take a stand in the 21st century. So African liberation, African redemption, and also repatriation for our brothers and sisters who are out in the Caribbean and the Americas who would like to return home. So this independence means a lot to us who are here and for those of our brothers and sisters abroad. So for Ibrahim TRAORÉ, we are with him 100%, and we want the rest of Africa and African people to see the reality of this day and to strengthen themselves so that they can also be able to rise as free beings.
Okay, now we have Africa countries. There are a lot of Africa countries now. Captain Ibrahim TRAORÉ is on move. Which other Africa countries do you expect, to fall in line with what is happening right now?
Okay, well, we can start with all the French colonies.
Okay.
Right? Because you can see that it is the French colony, the French colonizations, one of the colonized masters, imperial masters. All the French colonies in Africa need to see what Ibrahim TRAORÉ is doing, join forces. Because if we don't do these things and take back our country and rule our own country, then I think we will be defeated in this 21st century.
Because our everything belongs to us. In a way, we don't beg for anything. Touch Sudan! Touch Burkina! Touch Ghana! Touch Uganda! Hands up, Africa! Hands up, Africa! We have to be clear about what we are saying. Hands up, Africa!
Africa must be free!
Hands up, Africa!
Africa must be free!
Hands up, Africa!
Africa must be free! Africa must be free!
Hands up, Africa!
Africa must be free! Africa must unite! Africa must unite! Africa must unite! Africa must be free! Africa must be free! That's all!
That Africans are not sleeping. We are not sleeping. Africa must be free. So stand, comrades.
A minute of silence while we get ready to seek
I think
guidance, blessings from our ancestry.
The media is not people. Yeah, they are too close.
The cameras are too close.
Yeah,
Back
we have
a minute of silence. We have to talk to the ancestors before we move forward. A minute of silence to respect the ancestors. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
So if I say cha, then you say hello. All right? Cha, yeah. Cha, manyaba. Yeah. They work Benkome.
Yeah.
In Ghana.
Cha, manyaba.
Yeah.
Nime, name. Mene hogba. Nima hogba. Name hogba. Okweje mau.
Yeah.
Mene woba onye. Ake Africa Jakumi B.
Yeah.
No one B. Dromo. Mobo na le dromo kenile.
Yeah.
Yes, no ni she watch it. Africa o drowo. She mowe Pimo, Nigeria mo. Egba wona.
Yeah.
400 years ago about more as slaves na ke wote.
Yeah.
After 4 years we fought back and we took our independence. Independence I don't know okay what now. Before make I'm a no. Gold, diamond, oil, timber, I'm a small use care what I'm a big corporation, I'm a control and resources. No, when you know command actually TRAORÉ. France. Bravo America. Yeah. I'm a no shishi.
Bravo GFA.
No, I'm a Kelentra. Yeah. And now I'm talking to Shamewole. Yeah. One work open. She born Benadumo. No one make one name. Kagana Council I know. Rokapo Mangana. Yeah. Can affect Jaku Africa fair because Ghana now independence 1957. The rest of Africa followed.
Nigi Black Star.
Yes, which is why we had All African People's Conference in 1958. Yeah. Oh, no, no. Okay, Nick Oblabondi. Yeah. They lead liberation struggle modern day Ghana. Before Gold Coast, Nick Oblabondi. Ama Nkrumah. Yeah. They challenge here. Kadede Askishame. Okay. 1.5. Never wow. Yeah. Never wow. Yeah. Never wow. Yeah. Let's catch one. Yeah. Let's catch one. Man, I make this. Yeah. Cha. No man. Cha. No man.
Comrades, if you can see behind you the podium with the unknown soldier, can you step back? And so you can be captured for 30 seconds. Okay. The media, if you can follow me, please. We're going behind the people here. Africans are reclaiming what is ours. When we are reclaiming what is ours, we are declaring that no more will the West decide where we go and how we move. No more will the West pretend to help us by taking out our leaders. No more will they interfere in our politics. We are tired of the exploitation. We are done with the exploitation. We say no more as Africans. We are claiming no more.
Shout it loud.
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 Hands up, Africa. Hey. I beg you. Hands up, Africa. Much better. Hands up, Africa. Again, hands up, Africa. Hands up, Africa. Walk with TRAORÉ. Walk with TRAORÉ. Walk with TRAORÉ. Comrades, this is just the beginning of our second wave of liberation. We are moving into a time in which Africa dictates what her future looks like. We are moving into a time when we decide what we do with our resources. We are moving into a time when our leaders are our leaders and not puppets of the West. Hands up, Africa! Hands up, Africa! Hands up, Africa! And we have a lot of comrades here of many organizations, Pan-Africanist organizations. We have all been doing the work. Each and every one of you has been doing the work of liberating this continent for a long time. And so we are going to have messages of solidarity, of power to ignite us so that when you leave here, you're not just leaving here having sung a couple of songs. We are not here to sing. We are here to liberate our continent. Do you understand? We are here to liberate our continent. And so we will start with the ACUP, represented by Kwame Gonza. Kwame Gonza, are you around?
Hands of Africa!
Africa must be free!
Hands of Africa!
Africa must be free!
You know, for a long time, our leaders have been killed, and we have seen the fate in the past of all the great leaders of the African continent and where they went. We saw Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and we saw the United States play a very big hand in this. We saw the case of Patrice Lumumba. We saw the case of Thomas Sankara. We have seen the United States develop. We have seen Europe develop to the point that they have so much wealth while our people are suffering. We have seen France develop. They have electricity while our people in Niger don't have electricity. This is what we are saying that we have
France, back off.
Hands of Africa.
Africa must be free.
Hands of Africa.
Africa must be free.
Hands of Africa.
Africa must be free.
We have to put an end to imperialism, United States imperialism. European imperialism had to be put to an end. Hello? Hands of Africa.
Africa must be free.
Thank you.
Trump of America were tired of the British and they kicked them out. So if Captain IBRAHIM TRAORÉ is kicking the French out, history is just repeating itself. So the right to self-determination must be respected. Yes. Without saying much words, I would like to introduce Ernesto Yeboah. He is the Commander-in-Chief of Economic Fighters League. The organization behind this particular work, CIC.
Well, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to all of us. It's a revolution, a revolution. And so the message has been sent loud and clear. Because as much as possible, everybody who knows the analysis of where Ghana stands, be we a state that is still reeling under neocolonialism or not, we all know. And so it must have taken the state a lot to have allowed this gathering and the symbolism. We started off at the African Unity Monument. That is significant. And by this we are telling a story. I can see Burkina Faso is here.
Yes.
Momo, we are here. In fact, let me put it a better way. I can see Africans who live or have a tradition with the land of Burkina Faso here.
Yes.
Revolutionary. I can see comrades who have a link with the province of Kenya here. I can see Nigeria here.
Yes.
I can see Sudan.
Yeah. Here.
This is a country in full-blown war.
Yeah.
But when it came to Hands Off Africa, Sudan made a representation and they are here.
One African revolution.
I want to thank all of you. This is your revolution. We have over 54 Pan-African organizations, as you can see on the banners, coming together to tear down imperialism. Sending home that simple message that they may have their atomic weapons, they may have their nuclear weapons, but when it comes to us and Africa, we are ready to tear them down with our bare hands. And that no French citizen, no American citizen is safe. Donald Trump may drop the bombs. Donald Trump and Macron can drop the atomic bombs and weapons. But they should be rest assured that there shall be mutual assured destruction.
Fire! Tsunami to their
We
kingdom.
shall make sure that none of their citizens feel safe on any soil
in Africa.
Called Africa. This time,
no way.
This time, no way. This time, no way. This time, no way. And so,
Numbers back off.
We started, like I said, from the Africa Unity Monument, and we have made our destination here to the Black Star Square. This is what our ancestors, Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah, Marcus Garvey, and all expected us to become.
Yes.
That we become the Black Star. And so as we stand here at the Black Star Square, we are sending a simple message to imperialism. That this time,
no way.
This time,
no way.
This time, no way. Joe Biden. Thank you very much.
Yes.
This is not the time of my own leader, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. This is a different generation together. If that time the youth were sleeping, because there was no media to inform them about whatever our good leaders are doing, today we have the media. We are not listening to BBC. We are not listening to the CIA. We are not listening to the CNN for them to come and give us fake news about good leaders in Africa. This time around, we are not sleeping.
Sit back for this to happen again. These tactics they use in getting us away from the realities of our salvation is in. And we are telling Donald Trump, we are telling the America, I don't even care about them. I don't think we should be talking even about America. We should be talking about our African leaders that are using their ways as a gateway for this imperial tactics. We are telling them that we are never going to turn our back. We are never going to be deceived by the same tactics they use. That we use ourselves against ourselves. All the leaders in Africa, and I call leaders, not the ones we see as puppets. All the leaders we see in Africa that has really helped their people, giving life to their people, giving hope to the next generation, has always been assassinated by their own people, by the help of one single abbreviation, CIA.
Do you think it's high time for military?
We don't think it's hard time anything should happen. We think we have to live our life now. And as we are revolutionizing our intellect to understand the call of our ancestors that we should do it now, it is now. We have to rise up and let everybody know that Africa is not as it is that they call us. And if indeed the West think they are so powerful, if indeed the West think they are so good that they don't need us, let us go on this battle and see. Let them be there, let's be at the other side and see what is going to happen. Today, the French army is going down. And we are sending this strong warning to them. For when you pinch the people so hard, they'll remember where they are coming from. And the American army has not Americans, but black-skinned people in there. And when they remember where they are coming from, they'll remember the call of their ancestors. And when they remember the call of their ancestors, they will start coming back home. And when they get back home, they will start to fight against whoever that has fought against not only them, but the ancestors who started the struggle. Aluta continua. I always say this, that this is a call that we are embarking on. And we'll continue to back on this call until we give life back to our people. Until the next generation that will be coming after us will see that indeed our forebearers never left us to come and struggle, but actually fought and gave us life and gave us hope and made us the Africans that we deserve to be. Long live Africa, and Africa continue to grow high. Manja!